Amani Kutok, you peace from above. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to Blaxblack TV, where I expound upon our foreparents, where I expound upon our history facts, not their heritage, which has no history. One more time. See what it say. Do you see what it say? It said heritage is the legacy from the past that we live with today and pass on to future generations, encompassing tangible, physical, and intangible non-physical elements. It includes both natural and cultural aspects, such as historical buildings, natural landscapes, traditions, customs, languages, and stories. Types of heritage: tangible heritage, physical objects and places inherited from the past. Built heritage, structures like historic buildings. Now, let's go over that again. Types of heritage: tangible heritage, physical objects and places inherited from the past. In other words, things that they took, and now that they took it, it's okay because their heritage demands that what they took is now theirs. So it's part of their heritage. The legacy from the past that we live with today and pass on to future generations. What is the legacy that they passing on to future generations? How worthless Black FBA is? Is that what they teach? Ain't that what they pass along? Ain't that their heritage to teach how worthless Black FBA men and women is? Yeah, that's their heritage because stories, historical buildings, natural landscape, traditions, customs, languages, and stories. Stories. My history. They ignore and elevate their heritage, which is impossible without history. Now let's go over here and see what it says. What is history? The study of the past. History is the systematic study of everything. Systematic study of everything that has happened before. Everything that has happened before, particularly regarding human actions and developments. What? Particularly regarding human actions and developments. Every day, on my way out the door, I put my hand on my doorknob. Osborne Dorsey, a black man. After I open my door and close it, I make sure it's locked. Washington A. Martin. Oops. Two black FBA men who make it possible that when I leave, when I do this, when I lock my door up, when I lock the lock, I feel safe that my stuff will be there when I come back. One more time. Particularly regarding human actions and developments. Particularly regarding human actions and developments. That's what I, myself, get around somebody truly racist. I would let them know about doorknobs and locks. That's what I tell them. If you hate black men so much, Go to your house and get rid of two things. Just two. Throughout your whole house, get rid of two things. Keep everything else. Just two things. Get rid of all your doorknobs and get rid of all your locks. Get rid of them. Get rid of those two because you hate black men so much. We so lazy that every time we built something, they figured out a way to come and destroy it, come and burn it down so that they could say, they worthless. They ain't about nothing. Where's their history? Because they ain't got no heritage. Exactly. We don't have a heritage. We have history. One more time. We have history. They have heritage because their heritage means that they cannot create nothing. They can only imitate the original. I am in and of the original. The aboriginals are them with their stories. A chronicle record. It can also refer to a chronological account of significant events, like the history of a country or a specific field like jazz. Let me say that again. A chronological record. It can also refer to a chronological account of significant events, like the history of a country or a specific field like jazz. Black FBA, a Black FBA, hey hey, a Black FBA, a Black FBA. One more time. They just told you the country and who made the country because everybody and their mama know about jazz. They can't weasel their way into it. They done tried to make the stories, but it won't stick. Why? Because history always will overrule heritage. Always overrule heritage. Because heritage is the manipulation of history. One more time. Their job is to convince you of the concept that white is right, that they are so smart, and how Black FBA is so ignorant. But every time Black FBA went somewhere, minded their own business and built their own stuff, here they come. But we don't know how to build. We can't get along. But they was getting along real swell until here they come. One more time. One more time. Now let's go down here and establish the record. In a broader sense, history can also mean an established record of something, such as a prisoner's history of violence. Oops. Let's get rid of that word prisoner and let's do this. In a broader sense, history can also mean an established record of something, such as a history of violence, such as a history of violence. See, that's not a story, that's history. It's a known fact that the white folks have a history of violence. One more time. There it is. There it is. Here it is. Yeah. An established record. In a broader sense, history can also mean an established record of something, such as a history of violence. That's what it is. Their history is violence. That's their history. That's their history. Here's their heritage. See? Look at that. Stories, types of heritage. Inherited from the past. What do you mean inherited? See? In other words, took. Built heritage structures like historic buildings. In other words, tear down the building that was already there and then build a building next to it or like it. And then say, hey, in my heritage, this is the original building. Because in my heritage, history don't count. When you talk history, no, that's a lie. Everybody know that the black man wasn't the first Indian. No, 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 no. I know this book of life. Book of life said, go to the Tower of Babel, go to gods, changed my forefathers' tongue and scattered in the whole wide world, which means the whole wide world had not been populated yet, which also means that he didn't change their race. He didn't change their race. He changed their tongue. That's it. As they got to the new places, wherever it may be, they assimilated and their skin adjusted to wherever they reside. When you up north, where it's less sunshine, one more time, where the spring, summer, fall. But at the same time, he didn't change their race. The original man, whole wide world, black's black. One more time. But here is where he said, I'm going to plant my chosen people in a new land, and they will rule the world. I imitate my forefathers, and the whole wide world imitate me. One more time. I don't think you heard what I said. I imitate my forefathers, and the whole wide world imitate me. When I say cool, hip, rock and roll, and all that, I'm talking about blackness. One more time. I mean, ain't no such thing as no ghetto talk in my world, because I live in the real world. White folks imitating what we say, all of a sudden, it's slang, it's ghetto. No, you are imitating black, Eboniques. One more time. That's what you're doing. See? One more time. History. One more time. You got a choice. You can believe in their heritage, which says you don't have a history, or your history is whatever I tell you it is. African American. But what's the one word that still ain't never changed? Need. 1, 2, 3. Need. A 1, 2, 3. A need. A 1, 2, 3. That hasn't changed. Same word, meaning the same thing. Ignorance. But it's ignorant on their part, not on mine. Because I can say Nigritia, land of the gods, which was and is before they changed to Africa. And even with Africa, the I is E and the A at the beginning is A. Africa. The A at the beginning is A and the A at the end is A. Like alpha is alpha. Like ASIA is A. C A. One more time, because the I is E, just like in Africa. But C make sure that you know the I is E, because one of the 7 tabernacles is Philadelphia. One more time. Phi, Phil, Phila, I is E. So ain't no such thing as Asia, Asia. Those Orientals cannot have the title of my forefathers. For my forefathers are Assyrians from the land of Assyria, where the 7 tabernacles is located. And one of the 7 tabernacles is Philadelphia. And that is history, not heritage. A story, not heritage. Choices. You want to deal with somebody else's heritage where they exclude you and your history. great, groovy. Go for it. Choices. Just like when you see Jesus, you got the choice to say J sus, or you can say Jesus, or you can say Jesus. Me, I'm gonna say what I see. Jesus, that's their God. One more time. He story, that's their heritage. You can one more time. What did it say? Let me say that again. What did it say? It include both natural and cultural aspects such as historical buildings, natural landscapes, tradition, customs, languages, and stories. Just like what's coming up? What is this? Halloween? Uh-uh. Traditions, customs, languages, and stories. Halloween. Then what's next? Thanksgiving. Where they done took the title of giving thanks. They're gonna take that and gonna give it on a day to glorify themselves. Really? Thanksgiving for the day that I decided to eliminate people's history and elevate my heritage. One more time, it's up to you. You can believe in people's heritage, or you can believe in your own history. One more time. Nigritia, land of the gods, before it was Africa. One more time. First three letters N-I-G, last letter A. Nigga, a nigga, a nigga, nigritia. The ignorant cracker looked at the word and he couldn't say what he was looking at. Only thing he could say was nigger. Yes, it's ignorant. His ignorant ass could not pronounce nigritia. Choices. Their heritage or he story. Trip C's, trip C's, trip C's. Cool, calm, collected. W, whole wide world. Choices. In the name of Emmanuel, our big brother, Matthew 123, whose name means go up with us, who proclaimed that he is who? The Son of Man. Our big brother name means gold. He's not glorifying himself by claiming to be gold. His name means gold with us. Amani Kutoka, you. Amani Kutoka, you. Excuse me. Oh, man. Amani Kutoka, you. Wait a minute. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm messing up. Amani Kutoka, you. Amani Kutoka, you. Peace from above. Excuse me. I got discombobulated. Yeah, because part of being a human being. That's why I go live, so that when I do make a mistake, I'm allowed to, because it's called humanistic tendencies. Amani Kutoka, you. Peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel. Matthew 123.